Well, apologies first of all for my voice. I've got a cold, but I've also got a problem, and that's with this voice recorder. I use it quite often, and I found out that when I was charging it today, it was strange because the screen was already on, like it is now, if you can see that. Well, switching it on and off does nothing. There you can see it's in the on position and in the off, and yet the screen stays on. If I try and go for record on the side, nothing happens, and none of the buttons work. So I can't find a reset point. There's a tiny little hole at the top there, but I don't think that's for resetting it. So what I'm going to do is take the 4 screws out the back, pull the battery, put it back in again, and see if that fixes it. Right, that's the 4 screws out of it, and I've purposely not opened it so I can be as surprised as you are. Hope it's not too much of a surprise. Oh, there we are. Right, lipo. And yeah, it's glued as far as I can tell. So I'll come back in a minute when I've unglued it, and hopefully it's not soldered. If it is, I'll unsolder one of the wires, I guess. Right, back in a minute. Right, here we are. Yes, it's a very, very thin battery indeed. I've not checked the capacity. I think that's 1.48 watt hours, so whatever that is in milliamps. The thing generally runs for about 12 hours. I did not expect what I've just seen, and that is the SD card is sitting inside. I'll generally connect it to the computer, take the files off, delete the files, go again. But it does about 12 hours at a time. Didn't think that would be replaceable. So that's pretty good to know. I might put a bigger card in it, see what happens. So, unfortunately, they are soldered straight on the wires, which is going to be a little more difficult to do than a plug, but I'll desolder the red wire and come back. Right, there we go. That's the positive wire desoldered, and as you can see, nothing on the screen. So, I'll reconnect and hope it fixes it. There we go, resoldered, if you can see that. And here's the main part, switching it back on. Oh, okay. Yeah! And back off again. Not to be taken for granted. Right. So, I'll put the screws back in, and I think we're done. Right, and all back together, and I could have let it just go completely flat, but there's no guarantee that it would actually quit when it got to, say 3.2 volts or somewhere, especially if it was a software function that made the thing power off. So I'd rather do it this way, plus I'm pretty sure that folks out there would want to see what's inside one of these. There we are, all fixed up anyway. Very happy with that. Okay, and thanks for watching.